This is what you dream of as a young player growing up in the game. Arizona State sophomore Linnea Strom, 4 up at this point, only 4 holes to play. She is in position to give her team its 8th national title, and what a clutch performance that was. Strom knocking it to 4 feet. She knows just what she's done. 2 putts to capture this. She only needed 1. Arizona State, they are champions once again. All the highlights, analysis, reaction, plus the championship team joins us live on set. All this and much more right now on Golf Central.
Golf Central. Brought to you by Titleist.
What an incredible moment it was for this program with such a long and storied history in the sport of women's collegiate golf. Getting it done, fighting back to make it to match play, then fighting back in the semifinals versus Stanford. This team is full of fight, they're full of heart, and they're full of champions and championships because they now have 8 to their credit, a record number, topping their own record of 7. Lisa Cornwell, Paige McKenzie, and Amanda Blumenhurst. We're going to talk a lot about this team and the fight of Northwestern, too. Such an incredible performance by them. Look, we're used to drama, we're used to excitement, but in the end, this was Arizona State just stepping up and playing like a national championship team.
And they started out strong. I think it was one of the things that was most noticeable is how many of those players from Arizona State started out with a birdie or a par on the first hole to win it, to take control of their matches early. Northwestern played excellent, but in the end, it was just too much. Arizona State was too much to overcome. And I asked Missy before the day started, and I said, Missy, I was like, I looked at your resumes. I see these players, all of them extremely accomplished. Do you feel like you've underachieved? And maybe it's because they're coming out of the Pac-12, which is an incredible golfing conference. But she said, yeah, maybe we have. And I think for them, they now can say, we have achieved what we deserve. We have lived up to the potential because they have won the biggest championship in college golf.
And they really had kept the ball rolling from regionals, having won by 21 shots, making 25 birdies the final round. So they had that steam going, and they played like every player dreams. When you're out there grinding on the driving range, when you are grinding on the putting green, you're dreaming that not only are you as a player going to win individually, but your team is going to win the NCAA National Championship, and that's exactly what Monica Vaughn did and ASU did. She won individually, and then her team won. It doesn't get much better than that. You could see her reaction, tears of joy with Coach Missy Farkay, and then also just how excited. You get the water bottle shower from the men's and women's team, and just the pure joy that it just exudes. That's why you practice. That's why you show up. That's why you don your school colors. And it doesn't get much better than that.
No. Joy for the players, joy for the coaches, the fans, everybody at home watching. How about family and friends being able to watch all of this unfold live on national TV? Let's take you through the highlights, and there were plenty. Arizona State, Northwestern, both of these teams just showing what they're made of. Northwestern junior Sarah Cho taking on Arizona State freshman Olivia Mahaffey. Mahaffey making a statement early, Paige, at the first hole.
This is what I was talking about. Their opponent sitting close for par. Mahaffey saying, I'm going to take that win.
And yeah, she did. A little pat on the back. Why not? She'd take an early 1-up lead. Mahaffey in control the entire match. Now at 14, she's 4 up at this point.
And this really keeps the momentum going. She was a birdie machine and rolls that one in to have the hole.
Mahaffey would go on to win 4-3, and ASU is on the board. 1-0. Northwestern sophomore Janet Mao taking on ASU junior Roberta Leedy. Mao 1 down at 9, this long par putt to have the hole.
And Mao was the hero of their team, making that clutch putt to get them from the semis into the final. That not as dead center, but still counts.
How about the lean at the end? Helping it out a little bit, leading now at 10.
Her strength, she says, are her long irons and her length. And this is showing you that these are her strengths. She would stick it.
And she would make that, win the hole, and go 2 up. Mao at 12, now 3 down.
And this is where match play, you can't beat yourself. In this position, she did just that. You can't predict what your opponent does, but you got to take control of business.
It's good to be aggressive on the short putts. That may have had just a little too much speed. Next hole, Leedy goes flag hunting.
This is a very tricky par 3. It has some length to it. This is where Leedy's long irons and length being a strength really played to her advantage.
She would make birdie, win the hole, and would go on to win the match 5-4. So it's ASU with 2 points on the board. Northwestern senior Casey Komodo taking on Sophia Zeeb, a junior for the Sun Devils. Komodo one up at 14 and has this long birdie putt.
And knowing it will be her last day in tournament competition, wearing the purple uniform, says, I want to go out in style.
When you roll in a birdie on a championship match with the flag tended, you're rolling it pretty well. She'd 2 up at that point. Now at 17, Zeeb still 2 down.
This hole, the 17th hole, has gobbled up many balls this week, and we've seen some heartbreaking tales, and it gobbles up this junior from Germany.
She would lose her match, so Northwestern now has a point on the board. It's 2-1. Next match, Northwestern sophomore Stephanie Lau taking on ASU sophomore Linnea Strom. Lau 2 down here at 11. It's a par 5 until this happened.
And we've seen some incredible putting out of the Northwestern team. A lot of long putts going in. This I thought was going to be a lag, but no, good catch, Hole.
So that was an eagle. Unfortunately for her, she only got 1 taken off the deficit. 1 down at that point. Next hole, Strom getting a little payback.
Strom, talk about a birdie machine. She just keeps it going. And in the anchor match, you'd want a birdie machine.
Makes it to go 2 up. Let's go to 13. Strom for birdie again.
Something just seemed to really energize her on the back 9. Now trying to make it back to back.
Perfect speed, perfect line, moving her to a 3 up advantage. Strom now 4 up here at 15, her second.
Strom has the lowest stroke average on the team, so she's extremely consistent day in and day out and knows how to go low and not make mistakes and stick them close like that.
Lau now with a long birdie putt. She knows she needs to make it.
Yeah, with Linnea in close, needing only 2 putts for par. This knowing she needs to make birdie, left short.
So there it is. 1 final putt for Strom. She had 2 available to her, only needed 1. So what a great moment. I can't wait to get the team up here and talk to them. So many questions to all these players, to Missy Farkay. Let's take a look at the exact finale of this championship match. And again, you know, we talk so much about the drama, the excitement, but when I think about this one, when I remember this day, I'm going to remember just the stellar play of these ladies.
Without question. It's one of the great things that we've seen throughout the women's competition is just how strong their play has been, especially under pressure. You see a lot of quality players rising to the top. There's superstars being born every single year that we get to watch this championship, and this is absolutely no exception.
Before we get the Sun Devils head coach and her team up here with us on set, we're going to go down. She's now with Chantel McCabe.
Coach, congratulations on being crowned the national champions. This morning you told me that Mo Vaughn was the leader of this team, but how did all of your players contribute to this victory?
Oh my God. You know, I mean, on paper, Robbie Leedy's our number 5, and she's won 2 out of her 3 matches. And just outstanding because it helps take pressure off of everybody else. And top to bottom, like this team, actually Madison's here. She's our 6th man that just missed it. All 6 of them are unbelievable top to bottom, and it is so much fun. I mean, Madison's been a big part of the last few days and cheering us on and being there for us, and you know, you need that. You need the support. It's a grueling week. It's grueling, and so we're like trying to, you know, our men's team was out, our men's coaches, and they really brought our energy up a little bit because we're starting to kind of fade a little bit, and they got us back up, and it really helped. You know, it's obviously a huge Northwestern contingent today, which I totally understand. But you know, we needed a little bit of people cheering for us too. So I just, this is my, you know, Michelle joined us this December, and I just couldn't do without her. And we're in it. She's in it for the long haul. She's not going anywhere. So I'm still like, oh my God, did that really just happen? Did we just really do that? And I'm so thrilled for this team. They earned it, and they worked hard for it, and I'm so excited because I know what it's like to be a national champion. I'm so excited that for the rest of their lives, their names will be on that trophy, that they earned that, and they put a you know, a asterisk, a special place in history for Arizona State for our 8th national championship. And it's just, I couldn't pick a better group of girls to do it with. It's awesome.
You told me before the semis that you just wanted to get to May 24th. You're here. You came from behind in the semifinals. What a dramatic 24 hours this has been. What are you most proud of your team when it comes to the fight you had to come back?
You know, I just have been saying the last 2-3 days, keep fighting. Fight to the finish. That's been what I've been saying. Fight to the finish. Never give up. This is who we are. It's what we've been training for. We're gritty, we're resilient, we're mentally tough. And you have to do that. You have to fight to the finish when you're tired. And we really struggled in the rain delay yesterday coming back. A little bit of tired. I mean, we've had some leaving at 4:30 a.m. mornings, like several, not just one or two. And trying to pull our energy up to manage that. And they stepped up to the challenge and they were ready to go. When we took a break at lunch, we went out to the vans and started playing our music, which is kind of our deal. And there's a Snapchat somewhere that's got me on again. I know someone's got me dancing. I'm sorry, all my children at home. I'm so sorry. Your mother's dancing somewhere. That's just killing them. But, you know, it's just, this is such a fun team, and I'm just so excited for them.
Coach, congrats. Now you get to do the victory dance.
Thank you.
Lisa, back to you.
Thanks, Chantel. You heard Missy Farkay keep saying several times, fight to the finish. If anybody knows about fighting to the finish, it's this woman, a breast cancer survivor, a 13-year assistant in this program. She was a player for Arizona State. She has been fighting her whole life, and she has been succeeding her entire life as well, Paige.
And I think she's learned how to become an incredible golf coach. And I think that's the trick, is a lot of times you almost have to stay out of the way of your players. And it sounded like this week in particular, when she talked about her coaching style, her players said, you're a better coach when you don't watch live scoring. So she went ahead and put the live scoring away. She asked the players where they wanted to be in the lineup and put them in those positions to succeed that they felt most comfortable about. And I think those kind of little techniques, she learned what her team needed and adapted to it. And more importantly, her team showed up and proved that she did it the right way.
And she really knows her team. She knows that that is a style of coaching that's going to work for them. That being on Snapchat and dancing is what is going to help them relax and is going to help them play their best golf. She has used 13 years of being an assistant coach to her benefit to learn from the best and then to come out and show that she is the best. She just brought a team to the national NCAAs and are going home with the trophy.
Absolutely. We heard from the head coach. Let's hear from one of the players. In fact, the player who clinched the championship putt for Arizona State. She's with Chantel McCabe.
Well, the final moments of this championship fell into your hands. What were they like?
It was just amazing. I don't know, like this whole week, I think our whole team have just had a good feeling, and today was the final day, and we started off this morning against playing some couple holes against Stanford, and that was a really tough match, and I think that we had a good feeling with us from this morning, and we just want to go out and play our best this afternoon, and I think we all did. I think they all were good matches, and my match was good. My girl made an eagle on 11, and that kind of gave me a wake-up call, and then I made a couple birdies, so that was good.
Over these last 24 hours, things were really wacky, but you pulled yourself together. How did the team pull it off to get the crown?
I don't know. I guess we are all just very supportive. We have two amazing coaches that support us on and off the golf course, and she keeps us calm and just relaxed and try to stay in the present, and she always says that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to be, and I think this week was our week.
You're going to walk away from this as a national champion, which is a huge accomplishment in college golf, a historied program. But what are the moments and the shots you're going to remember most from this week?
Oh, wow. I think I'm definitely going to remember this morning when I got to play one of the playoff holes, and everybody was watching, and that was something that I'm going to remember. And then, of course, this final match as well. Yeah.
Lahafi, Olivia.
Chantel, thank you once again. How about a couple of these young players? I say young because Linnea Strom is a sophomore, Olivia Mahaffey just a freshman, going 3-0-0 in match play. Undefeated. That's one way to get the job done. Well, we still have a lot to get to on Golf Central tonight. First of all, the champions, they join us live on set. We're going to get to talk to the coaches, to the players, and find out exactly what was going through their minds when these great moments happen. Plus, Tiger Woods announced some big news on his website. We'll have you an update on the 14-time major champion ahead on Golf Central.
Golf Central is brought to you by the new Titleist Pro V1 and Pro V1X. Choose the best for your game. GolfAdvisor.com Best of Lists. We didn't make the lists, you did.